So how was Vegas and the whole the Shakur F1 experience and all that on Thursday?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really go and check out the F1 experiences, but from the videos that I've seen, like it looked cool. That joint looked real cool. I've seen like a lot of the fans and stuff like that that didn't even pay to go watch it because it was crazy expensive. They was like finding little ways to record it and and look on the escalators that Vegas got across the streets and watch it like that. But it looked cool. It looked like a dope experience, man. And I just didn't really take part in it. And Shakur Stevenson fight, there was a lot of like different celebrities that was out there. I was dope. Like I saw Ocho Cinco. I didn't even know Ocho Cinco knew who I was, bro. Like
Ah, yeah.
Chad Johnson, bro. Like I think I saw him at the weigh-ins, and one of the top ranked staff, they was trying to introduce him to me, but he looked at me. He was like, yo, boy, you nice, boy. You nice, boy. Y'all watching your face. I'm like, word? Like
Yeah, he
an
likes that.
athlete like Ocho Cinco, bro. No, I just, bro, that was I got so much respect for him, bro, and that meant a lot to me for him to really like say that. I ain't gonna lie to you, but there was a lot of guys that was there. The whole experience was cool. Got to see a few of my friends fight and whatnot, and Shakur's fight, people didn't like it. I like a little more action myself, but at the end of the day, my man got the victory. He said he was sick and he wasn't feeling well. And for him to not feel well and still be that hard to hit and still be that sharp, it's a testament to the fighter he is. So I think people kind of like, not think about that. They don't really think about like what he said, and I don't know. I think they're just trying to make an excuse to not like him, and really trying to make more of an excuse not to watch him and for people to duck him. And you know, the man is a great athlete. He's a great fighter, and I feel like people are just not trying to give him his just due.
Right, right. A lot of people say, yeah, just because how he's outspoken upon, I want to beat this guy up and stuff like that. And you and I spoke upon that too, like, because I know
Mm-hmm.
you're a very respectful dude, but you're very mean in the ring. And
Mm-hmm.
like, I know when it comes down to people, when you start leading up to like 16, 17 fights, you're gonna start to feel the ducks. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And you might want to change your character a little bit
yeah.
because of that, and then you see the backflash off of that. Jose Vargas, we've seen that with Cepeda, so many different
Mm-hmm.
things. We can go on and on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Stylistically though, right, what were you seeing good about Shakur? What were you seeing good about Edwin? What do you think could have made the fight a little bit better on both fighters end?
For an Edwin's end, I felt like he should have. He was waiting to counter too much. Like he literally waited for Shakur to punch every time. There was rare
Wasn't
times when he
counter
would
puncher,
dictate.
counter to counter.
Bro, my goodness, like what I'm saying. And then Shakur, he's already naturally patient or whatever, but I feel like he felt Edwin's power, and I felt like and Edwin was reacting. His reaction time was quick, bro. But if you could time his speed, bro, you could counter his counter. Like you could throw out a punch and bait him, make a bite on the feint, and then hit him. Shakur did it like a few times throughout the fight, and whenever he did, he caught him. But he just wasn't. I felt like if he was to be able to do that throughout the fight, it would have been a much like easier fight for him, and he would have got way more shots off. But De Los Santos, I feel like his power was threatening, and he didn't want to take those risks. Especially on top of the way he was feeling. I don't think he was confident in his reaction. He probably wasn't confident in him being effective. So he just felt it was necessary not to do so. But that's what I saw throughout the fight. To be honest.
Mm, mm. People were saying that Shakur was running. What are your behalf on that part?
Ah, man, I don't know, man. I feel like he did what he needs to do. You know what I mean? I feel like he did what he needs to do. I don't like to like call like little things like that running, like because I didn't see him running, and I want to
Wait,
say I'm gonna keep it a buck though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like it was like borderline. You know what I'm saying?
almost.
Even though like there were moments when he would be in front of him and go back and forth or have a little whatever, but you know I do feel like it was times when the Shakur he would Like De Los Santos would throw a punch and Shakur would jump way out of range. I'm just like, dang, Shakur, you don't really do that much. You know what I'm saying? So those little things I'm noticing that Shakur wasn't doing. But again, you got to take into account that he wasn't feeling well. You know, that's what he said. And then I didn't watch the fight on TV yet, but I think the commentators, they had some insight in his hand being hurt or something. I heard that after the fight, in the interviews they had after the fight was over, and I'm just like, dang, his hand was hurt too. So you got to take all that into account, man. He did everything he needs to do to win the fight. So I feel like Edwin De Los Santos should have done more, to be honest, to be able to make it worse for Shakur, because he was way too respectful. Like, what you sitting back waiting on Shakur for? He ain't doing nothing. Make the fight happen.
Especially
You
being
know, I
the
feel
B
like,
side, you gotta like.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.